It started with the sound of peace. Soft, gentle ting, ting, ting. My new wind chimes dancing in the morning breeze. I'd just installed them outside my porch, right next to the hanging fern. They were silver, elegant, and honestly, my new favorite thing about mornings. Then came her voice, the sound of chaos wrapped in fake politeness. Karen, excuse me, but your musical contraption is causing a disturbance of biblical proportions. I blinked. You mean my wind chimes? She squinted like I'd just insulted her ancestors. Karen, yes, those metallic noisemakers that clang like a construction site. Some of us value peace and tranquility. I looked around. Birds chirped. A squirrel ran by. The world was fine. Karen, however, looked ready to call the National Guard. That's when I knew. This was going to be another HOA battle. Subscribe right now if you know this isn't going to end well. 2 days later, I got a letter. The official kind. With a bold HOA logo and a tone that screamed, "We hate joy." It read, "Dear resident, a complaint has been filed regarding excessive noise caused by wind chimes on your property. Please remove them within 72 hours to maintain neighborhood harmony." I couldn't help but laugh. My wind chimes were now a matter of neighborhood harmony. So, naturally, I hung 2 more sets. At this point, my porch sounded like a spa commercial. That afternoon, Karen stormed over again, clutching her phone like she was about to live stream my arrest. Karen, you doubled them? You're mocking the HOA. I smiled. No, Karen. I'm embracing community spirit. In stereo, Karen took it personally. She began conducting her own noise investigation. I'm not kidding. She walked around with the decibel meter app on her phone. Every morning, she'd point it at my house and mutter, "Karen, 92 decibels of disaster. This is unlivable." One afternoon, she even brought her husband Steve as backup. Poor guy looked like he'd rather be anywhere else. Steve, honey, maybe we should just... Karen, silence Steve. Justice doesn't rest. I started calling them the Noise Patrol. They'd walk by, writing fake reports like they were in a crime drama. It got so absurd, I set up a camera just to document it, for my own sanity. That weekend, there was an emergency HOA meeting. Karen must have begged for it because the topic was literally agenda item number 1. Wind chime noise violation. I showed up with my wind chime in hand. Yes, I brought it to the meeting. The HOA president sighed when he saw me. President, sir, can we discuss this reasonably? I nodded, gave the chime a light flick. Ting. Does this sound unreasonable to you? I asked. Karen slammed her papers down like a judge delivering a verdict. Karen, it's psychological warfare. I can't concentrate, my cat is traumatized, and my feng shui is completely ruined. People tried not to laugh. Even the treasurer snorted. But the board sided with Karen. They ordered me to temporarily remove the chimes pending review. I nodded politely. And planned revenge. And hey, if you are still here, don't forget to hit subscribe button. That night, I got creative. If they thought the chimes were loud, they hadn't met Bluetooth chimes. I hid a small speaker near my porch and played a gentle wind chime loop. It sounded exactly the same. Next morning, Karen strutted out in her robe, triumphant, until she heard it. Ting, ting, ting. Her eyes widened like she'd seen a ghost. Karen, they're haunted. You can't possibly... You took them down. I smiled. Must be the wind, Karen. She ran off screaming something about supernatural harassment. A few days later, the HOA showed up. Clipboard army in full force. 3 board members, including the president, inspected my yard like it was a crime scene. President: "We're investigating ongoing reports of noise violations." I pointed to my empty porch. "No chimes here." Karen was pacing behind them, whispering like a conspiracy theorist. Karen: "He's hiding them. Probably underground, or in the trees." One board member leaned over to whisper, "Board member. Honestly, this is ridiculous." They left empty-handed. Karen looked betrayed, like her own army had deserted her. That night, I caught her on my Ring camera, standing in her driveway, yelling at the sky. "Karen, if the HOA won't act, I will. This neighborhood deserves silence." The next morning, I woke up to a tragedy. My wind chimes, all 3 sets, were gone. Snipped off, wires dangling. I checked the footage, and there she was, hoodie, gloves, sneaky as a raccoon. Karen. I filed a report. Police showed up that afternoon. Officer knocks. Karen's trying to act casual in her robe. Officer: "Ma'am, are you aware of an incident involving property vandalism?" Karen: "Vandalism? Officer, I'm the victim here. My ears have been under siege." He shows her the footage. Her face drops faster than my jaw at an HOA fine. Long story short, she got a citation, and I got an apology letter from the HOA for miscommunication. And me? I got new chimes, bigger ones, louder ones, custom engraved. They read, "Dedicated to Karen, the guardian of silence." So now, every time the wind blows, Karen hears her own name ringing through the neighborhood. Ting, ting, ting. And me? I just sip my coffee and smile. Because sometimes, karma doesn't whisper. It chimes. Thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed this story, hit that like, subscribe, and ding the bell, just like my wind chimes. You don't want to miss the next HOA meltdown.